You know, I love that intro. That is something we made a long time ago and really stands out nowadays. We've been waiting for Dan. Dan Sullivan's making our way in here. I got an echo in my ear today. I'm hearing myself. There we go. Dan Sullivan's making his way here. He was on fighting traffic on US 19, so he is on his way. But now you get to start with me here at Full Throttle Vision every Friday at 12 noon. We're here doing our live show, talk about things coming up. Look at this. We got the new back cover. Let me tilt that a little bit. Fran Hosh, 2020, Happy New Year. Attorney Fran Hosh, 866-LAW-FRAN, lawfran.com. This is great. We're going to talk about a bunch of good stuff. We got Gibtown Bike Fest on the cover. We got that. One of the first things I want to talk about is probably one of the coolest things I've ever gotten to do is they do something called Rink of Dreams. And I play hockey. I'm not sure if you know that. I play hockey with my brother. And what's cool is we got to play on the lightning ice yesterday. So we got to go play. It was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but we got to play on the lightning ice. There it is right there. That shot right there is us on the center of the lightning ice. They went and won 4-0 last night against Phoenix Coyotes. But the couple right there on the left with the beard and the bald head and the lady in the blue got married that morning. They got married, and then they went and played the Rink of Dreams, and then we went to the game that night. So, Jacob and Sam, congratulations on getting married and stuff like that. There's Dan. He was fighting traffic. Don't be on time, Dan, please. We'll wait for you. So Dan just made his way in. He's going to make his way in here. But what's cool is I got an assist during the game. My brother got a goal, and we got it on video. But we ended up losing 7-4. They stacked the team and brought in a good goalie. So if you're a hockey fan, we got a video for you of Paulie scoring a goal. Gotcha. And by the way, well, how does this work with Full Throttle Magazine? We sponsored the team, so we're all in Full Throttle jerseys. So it's Team Full Throttle, of course. I mean, got to sponsor your own hockey team. But if we have this video, turn up your audio because you got to hear when he scores it, he pings it off the post and goes in. So if we can play that video, this is great. Enjoy this real quick. Paulie!
Full Throttle goal, scored on a penalty shot by number 26, Paul
There's not much cooler than being able to play on the professional ice of what you love to do. Welcome, Dan. He made his way finally. Were you running or what?
Well, I thought I had a little more time, but I had a fine Pasco County Sheriff deputy in front of me, so I wasn't able to.
Which we respect. Yesterday was the Law Enforcement Officer Day.
Yes, it was. Law Enforcement Appreciation
Day. They actually gave Sonny's Barbecue gave
free meals.
LEO free meals, which is pretty neat. But what was cool about that is, so any penalty you get in a game, it goes to an automatically penalty shot. It wasn't you don't get a penalty, somebody doesn't sit in the box and stuff. So he got dragged down going in on a breakaway and actually got to score the goal. So hopefully you got to hear it. If you go back and watch this later, turn your volume up all the way and hear him because he hits it's a top down, man. He hits the post, ping, and it goes right in. It was great. We ended up losing the game 7-4, but it wasn't about that. It was about being able to play on the lightning ice. I mean, think about it. If you're a football player and you go play a game on the Bucks Stadium, that's pretty cool, Dan, isn't it?
Absolutely. I grew up playing hockey. I actually got out of hockey when I moved here to Florida because at that time there was no lightning. People didn't really know what hockey was. We played roller hockey, ice hockey growing up, so that would definitely. I was a huge Ranger fan.
Well,
my brother was
against you.
Well. I had an aunt that grew up, when I grew up, she worked for Madison Square Garden. So we just had to take, I lived on Long Island, we get on the train right at Penn Station, jump and...
I think you told me about this. You got to go to all the fun.
I had to see a lot of interesting games. And then back then, that was, when they didn't wear helmets. So you could actually recognize who the players were. The neat thing was the tickets my aunt would give me were on the injured bench for the Rangers. So I would sit where the injured players they had to come to the game, they had to sit and watch the game, and they would actually sit there with me, and we'd watch the game together. So that was really neat.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, that's good stuff. But yeah, yesterday everybody's like, I said, I got to take a day off. They're like, what do you mean you got to take a day off? We're right in the middle of expo time and magazine time, and everything's going on. I said, hey, he's like, I got to play a hockey game on the Lightning Ice. Everybody's like, oh, all right, yeah, sure, we got that. I mean, we do sponsor the team. It is Team Full Throttle. It is pretty cool. Bring that picture up one more time, because that's just a great shot of everybody on the ice right there. And then we'll move on. But look at that. That was...
But you didn't draw a crowd. What's up with that?
Listen, we did not draw a crowd, but that's a big stadium to fill up right there. But look at that. I mean, I've done this twice in my entire life. And right now I'm 1-1. 1 win, 1 loss. But I got a great assist, and Paulie got a goal, and you know, Jacob and the whole team, and Jacob's our captain right there, taking a knee in the front with the big beard, and our goalie and everybody. It was a lot of fun. What a great time! Very cool, man. It was really neat. And look at, they're all in full throttle.
So now, what team did you play against?
God, who was it? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Nope.
They stacked their team. It wasn't their team anyway. It wasn't our full team. It wasn't their full team. They brought in a goalie, but it was about going out and playing on the Lightning Ice.
That's awesome.
And those boards are bigger than you think they are.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, oh, let me jump over this. Well, every hockey player's got to be 6 something or bigger, unless you're like Tyler Johnson.
They just walk over them.
Yeah, they step over them like it's nothing. I jumped it and fell over the first time, going, okay, these are a little bigger boards than I thought they were going to be. It's so fast-paced. Hockey it's like there's action. It's not like football where you go for 10 seconds and then it's like, okay, let's wait 30 some odd seconds for, you know, then we got 10 seconds and then we go. I love hockey. It's a fast-paced. It's the only game that changes on the fly.
Right.
Love it. So
I grew up playing mostly deck hockey, some roller hockey, and so I moved down here.
You're more of a broom ball guy for me. Huh? That's what I figured you'd be doing.
So
that's an up north thing. If you don't know broom ball, I'm sorry. It's a girl sport. That's why I was giving them that.
Wouldn't that be field hockey?
No, well, field hockey was something.
I don't know what broom ball is.
So broom ball was, they had brooms and they taped them up.
Okay.
And they played like half ice. So it was the girls' school as well. I guess maybe this is a girls' school thing. But so they had a ball and it was broom balls like hockey, but with.
So is that why you know about it?
Well, I mean, I went watching a lot. Yeah, I mean, the girls, they would hit each other.
I thought maybe you grew up at a girls' school.
They weren't on skates. They were on. It had shoes, so it was fun to watch. Very entertaining. Those girls would go at it, man. Let me tell you, it was fun to.
But yeah, I moved down here, and you know, this was before Lightning, pre-Lightning time, and nobody really knew what hockey was. I'm like, is there deck hockey, roller hockey? Something neat that I just saw on Facebook, a news article that the Lightning's going to be putting some. Foot hockey, I don't know a better term for it. We call it deck hockey in Pasco County. They're building a couple of facilities. There's one in Holiday and one in Wesley Chapel that they're going to build.
You have the outdoor one right now in Oldsmar, too.
Yep.
Right next to the BMX track that's unusable, which is $1 million unusable.
That
makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen that BMX track on Tampa Road in Oldsmar.
It's one of the best.
And then now they can't even use it, but they have an outdoor rink. Roller hockey was really big down here for a long time. And now you got to think about the USA female hockey team practiced in Lakeland, or was it Lakeland or Wesley Chapel?
Here, Wesley Chapel.
There's
that new, a brand new facility, center ice.
And there's 4 or 5 I can think of off the top of my head. You got the Wesley Chapel one. You have
Ellington.
Oh, you're right. That's where at the Gaylord Palms or something? Is that what the...
No, it's off of 75. There's a ice hockey there. You have Tampa Bay Skating Academy has several
TBSA,
facilities. They have
Clearwater Ice Arena, which I play at.
Yep. They have one in Oldsmar.
Oldsmar, that's TBSA.
Okay, and then you have the one in the mall.
There's one in Falkenberg, too. There's a nice arena out in Falkenberg. And so there's a lot of ice to play on around here, that's for sure. And it's what's funny is that ice that we played on, you're going to think this is weird. It was bad ice. So you're in the stadium.
Right.
And it's 70-something degrees in there. They can't keep that down to 60, 50, you know. Everywhere else we play, it's really cold in there. And you can see your breath when you walk in. They can't keep it that cold in the arena. So that ice on the top was very, very soft. It was hard to skate on. It was.
Well, you're killing my story because when the Lightning came here, they used to play at the Tropicana Field.
Well, you're old, Dan, by the way. I'm just pointing that out there that this is some time ago, because I remember going to the Trop and watching them play.
So it was very difficult for them to keep the ice frozen. So Tampa actually perfected how to keep ice frozen in warm climate, and they actually travel the world teaching other facilities.
It's good ice.
So I was actually surprised.
Ice.
I was expecting to hear how great it was when you got there.
It's like skating with 5 pounds of a weight on your feet.
Yeah.
Because that top layer is it's a little softer.
Now, did they Zamboni it for you?
Oh, yeah, they Zambed it and everything. I mean, it was like a real game. They had buzzers, and we did
now you have a better respect for the players now, too.
You know what? We went to the game afterwards last night where they won 4-0 against Phoenix Coyotes, number 1 in the other division, by the way, so we made them look like they were us out there. But, yeah, I mean, watching them and how they turn and skate, you're like, man, those guys are in shape right there. They're better shape than I am, that's for sure. I'm still hurting today. I'd take Tylenol, hot shower, and go to bed at 9 o'clock. I was tired.
Hey, at least you're not going to be hospitalized for a long time again.
That's true. No more hernias. We don't want any of that crap. We can't have any more hernias. Dano, we got a couple things coming up here. I want to talk first about. I don't think I pulled it up, and I don't think he's got a thing for this, but we got a bike night starting in Newport Richey here at Bourbon on Main.
Bourbon on Main. Bourbon
on Main is going to be it's the old Coral Reef.
Yep.
Or the Reef.
It was called the Coral Reef. It's at the corner. It was actually back in the day a bank. It's at the corner of Main Street and Grand in downtown Newport Richey. If you've ever been to Cody River Bike Fest, you will probably know the facility. So it's going to be Bourbon on Main. You're on that camera.
Yeah.
And it's also it's being hosted by the Cody River Riders. A Facebook riding group that I ride with. I actually might be riding with some of them this weekend.
What's the date of that bike night? Dan?
It is January 16th, next
nice
Thursday.
Job. Very good. Third Thursday of every month, right?
Actually, yep, sponsored by Fran
you can't read that up there.
No, I'm looking at the Facebook page up here. I have control, and the spin wheel blows everything up and makes it larger for me so I can see.
So we're going to be out there, and then, of course, we're back at every Wednesday night. We're back at Quaker Steak and Lube.
Yes.
Every Wednesday we're going to be out there, and I'm going to get some shirts, and we're going to do some giveaways and stuff like that.
You were just there this Wednesday for the Horse and Harleys.
Horses and Harleys was cool. They had a horse.
I saw that.
They had a horse at bike night. I saw Quaker posted a picture, and it said, the horse wins. It was the horse with like 5 girls standing around it. I said, the horse is always going to win. That's how that works. I mean, it was pretty cool to just see. But the horse was so calm, and it didn't get spooked by I would think it'd get spooked by the bikes. No. You would think that much.
They wouldn't have brought a horse out that would get spooked.
You would, yeah, that's probably the case. But what they were doing was they were raising money for kids at Johns Hopkins, All Children's Hospital. Meet Elliot, the star of Elliot's Tales, was out there, and it was pretty cool because it was. I mean, again, a horse, and what they're doing is trying to get these books and plushes for the kids in the hospital. So it was they had a ton of baskets and a 50-50, and it was a lot of fun. It was cooler. It's been great nights lately with the cooler weather, but
today we just warmed up.
I mean, it's changing.
I started my day with a sweatshirt and walked back out, and it was warm. So
it's going to be nice here coming up.
It's going to be a nice riding weekend.
Yes, it is. So let's talk about the expo coming up, and then we'll talk about a few other things.
Sure.
The expo is, of course, February 5th through the 9th at Burt's Barracuda Harley-Davidson. Less than a month away. Get your tickets now. It's a free event. So we got some stuff to pull up here. He's going to pull some pictures up for you guys to see. We want to thank our sponsors and all types of other stuff. But right now, we have 3 national acts coming with a bunch of other bands coming, Dan. I mean, I'm super excited. Right there we're looking for the bike builders. So that's our first and foremost thing. I probably got about 30 bikes where I can take 60. So I'm about half full on bikes. If you guys are a builder and you want to bring your bike, $30,000 in cash and prizes. Let's do that again. Because we're putting that cash out for you. That is Full Throttle Magazine putting that cash out to get the best.
Tell us another show that does that.
Nobody does that. I mean, you're talking $10,000 for best in show and 5 classes that are $3,000 value right there. So you're talking $1,500 for first, $1,000 for second, $500 for third place. Where in the hell do you go to a bike show where you come in third place and still get $500?
Yeah. Nope.
$500 for third place.
No, third place you're lucky to get a trophy.
If you're coming from anywhere, Southeast United States, that'll cover your travel expenses right there.
And what better place in the middle of winter to come than Florida.
Isn't that the greatest answer? Yeah, and you know what? We're here for 5 days. You can bring your bike down and get it in Wednesday. And if you're a builder and you want to kind of take the family too, we're only an hour from Disney, right?
Yeah.
Hour or two from Disney.
The beach.
We got the beach right here. You want to get out of where it's cold and crappy, come down to Florida, bring some bikes, enter the show. What you want to do is get a hold of me if you want to bring that back up. There's email on there. There's a phone number. You got Tony C at FloridaFullThrottle.com at the bottom of that. You want to email me pictures of your bike to get a personal invite. I will send you a personal invite. It's $50 to enter your bike in the show or enter any amount of bikes you want. If you want to bring 2 or 3, you send me pictures. We're looking for custom radical builds. And you can see that we have 5 classes: Extreme Radical, Extreme Bagger, Chopper Bobber, Retro Radical, and Metric Radical. The only one that's kind of weird there is that Retro Radical. So what we're saying is, if you have a bike with an older engine, or if you have a bike that is made to look older but is newer, or if you've got a board tracker style or anything like that, retro style radical is definitely cool. And metric radical is big. You got some, you know, Suzukis and you know, Kawasaki's that are built and customized. But we're looking for something that would stand out at any bike night, at any show, anything radical. We're looking for that, and that's the tough part is, if it's just a nice looking bike and you've done some stuff to it, it's not what we're looking for. We want something that stands out. So we're super excited. Definitely get with us if you guys want to get a bike in the show. Again, we have some open spaces. We're probably about half right now, maybe even more than half, maybe 40. But we have space up to 60 bikes. Definitely, if you're a builder, you know, I would say anything east of the Mississippi, you know what I mean, Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, Tennessee, you can make that here in a day, and then put that in a show. I mean, it's tough to be out of your shop for 5 days. I know that, but for a possibility to win 10 grand, that's not bad.
Nope.
So
the exposure they get.
The exposure. People say, you know, you can pick up a build or two. What are our 3 national acts, Dan?
So we have Buck Cherry
on Thursday night.
Yep. And then we have Uncle Cracker on Friday. And our headliner for Saturday night is going to be Daughtry.
Which is pretty freaking cool, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, the fact that he was just on Masked Singer and he was on American Idol and everything else. I'm excited for Uncle Cracker, Buck Cherry, and Daughtry. I'm excited for all 3. We have other bands coming, too. We have some great bands coming. We're kicking off the bike night Wednesday night with Reverend Barry and the Funk, which is
They're a great
funk band.
We saw them that night at Quaker Steak and Loop.
From what I hear, they're going from just a regular bike night band to play around to being nationally booked from, you know, like expensive money to get them.
Yeah,
so,
they just played Capitol Theater.
See, they're stepping up. So it's a very funky kind of, and there's like 10 people in a band, so super excited for that. And then let's go over them all. We got that's Wednesday night. Thursday we're kicking off Buck Cherry with
Jasmine Kane.
Come on, how awesome is that? Now this picture that he's got up there, I screwed up on the dates there. Saturday is not the 9th, it's the 8th. And then Sunday's the 9th. My dates are wrong. Somebody pointed this out to me. I did screw up the dates there, so I'm sorry. It's the 8th and 9th. The 8th is Saturday, the 9th is Sunday. But Thursday, we got Jasmine Kane for Buck Cherry, and that's awesome. Jasmine Kane's hard rocking, you know. She'll do Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, and Buck Cherry's got, you know, of course, Crazy Bitch.
Yeah, where's our singer?
Where's our singer? Oh, we're not going to sing today, by the way. John had to run, so no singing again today.
Yes, listen, I'm going to have 3 weeks of practice in. So every day I get in my car, I got Daughtry on YouTube.
I mean, unless
and I play it, I sing along.
Does he still have those? Do you have?
No. We can wait another week. I'm good.
I mean, we could just sit here and do
I'm good.
And we might be able to do this. And maybe he could tell me in my ear if we have those.
Well, I'll play it, and you can do it right here.
No, I got a no in my ear. Damn.
No, I've got it because you sent us the links,
You got the karaoke version, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, you look that up and let's see.
But you got to do it.
Listen, you got to do it.
No, I'll watch you.
I'll sing a song. I am afraid to embarrass myself in front of the tens of people watching us.
Sing a song.
So, and then, let's see, what did we do? Sunday is, Friday. We kick off the day with Jeff Vitolo and the Quarter Mile Rebels. Love Jeff. That's a rockabilly band. A lot of fun. So we got a great mix of music, from funk to rock to hard rock to rockabilly to the Beards, who kind of do everything, and they're more fun pop, country, a little bit of everything right there with Uncle Cracker, who I was doing some research on Uncle Cracker. He started with Kid Rock. He started as Kid Rock's DJ.
Yep.
And I've seen a lot of videos. So I'm going to put this out there to Kid Rock. If you want to come down and play a song
And hang
with
out.
Uncle Cracker.
Listen, one of the
we'll
best
put you up in a
concerts
hotel
I've been to
room.
was Leonard Skinner and Kid Rock, and Kid Rock killed it.
Oh, Kid Rock's amazing. Like, I'll put this out there to Kid Rock. You know, if you want to come, I'll get you a hotel room. You know, we'll
I think
put
we
you
could get
up.
him VIP passes.
Maybe if, you know, I don't know.
We'll feed you.
Yeah,
we'll get you some transportation.
If Kid Rock wants to come and play a song with Uncle Cracker, yeah, maybe we'll let you.
We might
do
let
that.
him.
We might let you. I mean, we're busy people. We, we already got.
Listen, again, it is Florida.
Why not get out of Detroit, right?
Yep.
I mean, maybe I'll email him today. Be like, hey, you want to come down and do a show with Uncle Cracker? That'd be kind of fun.
Crazier things.
Could
have
you
happened.
imagine that?
That
If
would
we
be
were
awesome.
sitting there and Uncle Cracker was playing, and all of a sudden we would know and try and keep it very
Right.
quiet, hush hush, and then all of a sudden there's Kid Rock coming out of the side. Just
That'd be awesome.
that'd be amazing. That
He
would
loves
be,
to ride too.
He does. He does ride. He was in. I watched a great motorcycle movie, which everybody gives me shit for, Biker Boys, the other day. You ever seen Biker Boys?
No.
Kid Rock's in it.
No,
It's a
I'll
great
have to
movie.
look it up.
Believe it or not, Lawrence Fishburne.
Biker Boys.
Kid Rock. It's
the
a
sport
good,
bike.
The sport
yes,
bike.
Yes, I have seen it. I didn't know Kid Rock was in it.
He's dog. He plays dog.
Okay.
And he races Lawrence Fishburne. And he loses, and and he helps the kid at the end, gives him the bike to race
Yeah.
him. If you've never seen Biker Boys, it's actually a pretty darn good
Yeah.
movie. Very very cool. I watched that the other day. I was flipping through. It's one of those movies where you go, all right, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to sit. Lawrence Fishburne. I mean,
Yep.
it's.
Now, what I watched him and Jesse James do like a long trip on their bikes.
Oh, yeah.
Both weren't softtails. They were riding hardtail.
Listen, he rides, man. He definitely.
And the two of
does
them
ride.
did a whole trip through California, Mexico. And,
That was a show, a series or something, wasn't it?
it was like a 3-part show that they had done, and I was like, man, that would be epic to ride with those guys.
Oh my gosh, I would have just followed him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, sorry, work. I don't know what's going on, but I'm leaving to go ride
I'll
with.
keep the bike clean, fuel it
yeah.
up for you.
So again, Friday is Jeff Vitolo, Bearded Brothers, and Uncle Cracker. Is that something for us to say? No. Okay. Saturday, February 8th, of course, not the 9th. We kick off with Fade to Grace. And Fade to Grace, great band, female singer right there. Bobby Friss, which everybody knows from Daytona and all the big events. Bobby Friss puts on a lot of fun, a lot of high energy, a lot of good stuff. Opening for Daughtry. Saturday night, there's going to be... Daughtry sells out stadiums and amphitheaters, people. He puts on shows that... cupcake karaoke. Dale, you going to come in and sing if you want.
Come on, Dale.
Jersky's, I'm seeing on comments, Jersky's got his neck brace on.
Yeah,
I
what
don't
was
know.
that?
I don't know, he got on an accident. What the hell, Jersky?
What'd you say to her that she
is
did that?
Amazing. I can't wait to see Daughtry. I've been doing a lot of research on him and his show lineup and what he does, and it's going to be very cool. He's definitely a big name. I mean,
Right.
biggest name I think we've ever brought in. Absolutely, without a doubt, biggest name I've ever done.
Well, and for the cost of the 3 days, you can't go wrong. I mean, you would pay that for one of these bands.
Absolutely, $20 a day, $20 a day, or if you do the 3-day pass online, it's $45. VIP is $200.
Yep.
But we decided that we're not going to put this out there. You can't buy the tickets. You can buy them you can get single day VIP.
Okay.
So we are going to do single day VIP. That's been a big question for everybody. We are going to do single day VIP. Only available at the booth, at the ticket booth. That's going to get you food, beer, and up front. But we're only going to sell so many each day. So it's going to be capped off because Bourbon on Main, actually, our new bike night is doing the food. We want to make sure everybody has enough food, has enough beer. So it will be, a reasonable price to do VIP up front, single days. So guys, pass the word along. Somebody put it down below in the comments because we've had a couple, probably more than a handful of people ask if we're going to do single day VIP. We weren't going to, and I thought about it, and I said, you know what, let's do single day, but only available at the ticket sales. And general admission, it's mostly general admission. Almost all of it's general admission, so you can buy tickets the day of. It's going to be, roughly about $21.40 because it's $20 plus tax. We got to charge you tax on this, so 7%, right? 7 or 7.5.
So Pinellas, I think 7.
7, so it'll be
could be wrong.
$21.40. So bring some dimes with you because you're going to need it and some change. But to get in, Jamie Johnson's playing that Wednesday before.
Right.
Jamie Johnson's a country singer at Janice Landing. $45 to walk in just to see Jamie Johnson.
Right.
When we're offering you $45
concerts.
for a 3-night concert, Uncle Cracker, Buck Cherry, and Daughtry. I mean, come on, we're making this available and reasonable. And we knew going into this year, Dan, what was our first meeting? We're going to charge to get in.
Right.
And people are going to bitch.
Right.
And we said, oh, yes, we understand that. I came to everybody and I said, this year we're going to try and figure out how to charge to get in because we want to bring bigger, better bands. That's first and foremost. These are bands that are playing right now. I got out of my car at Wawa yesterday to get coffee, and there's a Daughtry song playing. They play Crazy Bitch on 98 Rock every other song almost. These are bands that are now, here, now. Not like last year we had
70s and 80, early
and a lot of
80s
people
that
love
we
that.
normally
Don't
have
get me
to
wrong.
have.
I don't want to knock it because a lot of people love the 70s and 80s bands. Last year we had, we had Winger, we had Great White, we had Autograph, we had Lita Ford, we had Brian Halford, Bad Company.
Performers.
All great. Just a little dated.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is bring in a newer band and somebody that's going to bring a non-biker to this event
Correct.
too. You know, the motorcycle community.
We want to introduce people to the hobby.
Absolutely.
And this is a great way to do it.
There we go. I want to do the big shot there because what we want to talk about is Harley's demographic right now, and we've had conversations with Harley corporate, with the Harley people, is to bring somebody who's not really into motorcycling now back to motorcycling. You know, say you had a bike when you're 20s and then you got married and had kids and the wife says, hey, got to get rid of that bike. We all know what happens.
I did it.
Yeah, we all did it. We all know what happens. You get married, you have kids, you got to worry about, you know, family and home and money first. That's life. And then you get to be 35, 40 when you go, okay, kids are older, wife's okay, or, you know, either you're married or not married or whatever. You go, okay, I want to get back on a bike. So what we want to do is introduce you back to that world and bring the bikes, you know. Bert the other day when we were standing there, we were at Bert's Barracuda, had a Sportster for $3,000.
Yeah.
Your payment monthly, if you finance that, was $59 monthly. How do you not get back on a bike if you can get on for $59 monthly? Stop having a cup of coffee a day.
Yeah.
That's it. Not even.
Starbucks.
You cut Starbucks every other day, and you can afford, you know, not that everybody's drinking Starbucks. I'm just throwing in something out there, you know.
Well, the big thing that was passed around on Facebook the other day is an article, you know, saying how it's a great stress reliever. You know, like you say all the time, you never see a motorcycle at a psychiatrist's office.
Damn right. Because you get on and you ride, you take your mind out of it, you take life out of it, you take everything and you focus on the road and the people around you and driving and staying safe, and you get on and ride. There's nothing better than that.
No.
I mean, you can't explain to a non-biker what it's like to go riding sometimes.
Well, there's the meme with the dog. Only a biker knows why a dog sticks his head out the window, and I totally agree with that. I just came out of the office and got in my car, and I was like, ugh, the bike's in the shop getting an oil change and tire, which was much needed.
Much needed, yes. You much needed that.
So but I get to go pick it up after, so I can't wait. The weather's perfect.
I have not ridden yet this year.
Yeah.
We're 10 days in. I haven't ridden this year.
I was out. It was 43 degrees the other morning. I got on the bike.
I'm going to definitely ride today. That's for sure because it's getting beautiful. Let's go back to our Sunday. I have a little ad for Sunday and what's going on. We got Greg Billings playing Sunday with 22N. 22N. We had it flipped, so they flip flopped. So 22N is going to kick off the day. Greg Billings is going to kick off the day. 22N is going to end the day. Both great bands. 22N is really, really fun band. And, of course, Greg Billings is just phenomenal. Everybody knows Greg Billings in the area. But that day we're also doing our 10-class ride-in bike show with custom metal trophies by Steel Horse Metalworks. You know, Pete and Stephanie have been making some really great trophies and getting things done right there. So those are our brand-new trophy makers right there. You need anything done. He's got a CNC machine. Anything you could dream up, he can make on his CNC machine. Definitely want to get with Pete and Stephanie over at Steel Horse Metalworks. Again, we're doing a 10 class, probably first and second, I'm going to say, because that's a big show. So first and second,
I'm going to tag them in the comments if you guys want to find and follow Steel Horse Metalworks.
Man, you are on it. Look at this.
Yeah.
We are technically advanced here. Look at, so there it is. We just made a post there. If you want to see them or ask them to make something, just go below, click Steel Horse Metalworks, see what's going on with them. So again, they can make anything you want.
He had a post the other day where he also does horseshoes.
He does.
What do they call that?
Shoeing. He's
a furrier?
I believe.
probably pronouncing it wrong.
Yes,
but
yes,
he
I know
had
yes
a
for you.
he had a giraffe in the background as he's working. I'm like, why is there a
Do you
giraffe?
shoe a giraffe?
No, it wherever he was shoeing the horse, there was giraffes there
But would you shoe a
and
giraffe?
camels.
I mean, it's
No.
got a hoof just like a...
I don't think so.
It's
They
not
don't
the
move
same
that.
kind of
They
hoof?
don't run. They don't go that far. They walk very.
You never seen a giraffe run?
You
ever chased
for
a
2
giraffe?
seconds? No, I have no reason to chase a giraffe.
This guy never
I fed a
chased a
giraffe.
giraffe.
So if you go to Busch Gardens, they put you out on that truck.
I know where you're
and-
going
and
next with this.
Big old tongue and hand that guy the lizard.
See?
Whoa.
Dirty mind. I knew where you were
Dirty
going
mind.
with
The
that.
women love it.
I fed the giraffes too, by the way.
Did you?
That's
It's a neat experience. If you ever have the opportunity, it's like the Busch Gardens safari.
Didn't we watch a giraffe on Facebook for like a month or something when it was being born or something?
Well, it wasn't being born. April.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Which
was
wound up
tired
being
of,
like March or June.
I was tired of looking at that stupid giraffe
Because
after
it
a
didn't
while.
come in April.
You know, you can also feed the giraffes at the state fair coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, they always have the giraffes and all the stuff at the state fair, which is around the same time as the expo, always. So
I got to give a shout out to Eva. She's saying we were cheating by not singing because they were all watching at the office.
oh, I'll sing.
Yeah.
You can play me something,
All right.
Dan. I'll sing for you. Better have karaoke version, and it ain't going to be good. So I'm just telling you.
I'll
I'm
have
gonna
to find
sing.
the- I know you sent me an
Can
email.
everybody share this so we can beef this up a little bit? We got 8 people watching right now. Kick it up a little bit. I'll start singing.
See the share button? It's got the little arrow and it says
we're getting up there.
SHARE.
Sure, that was it.
Share.
We get up to 30 people. I'll sing. I'll sing a song. Sing us a song, Dan.
You're the
man.
piano man.
I won't sing that
He's
one.
another biker. Love to.
is.
He would be one I'd love to have an epic ride with
Listen,
too.
I've told you, and I'm going to say this time and time again because everybody knows if this is successful this year, who I want to bring in next year is super motorcycle friendly.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers is definitely who I want to talk to for next year's expo. I want to, Anthony Kiedis is a huge biker. Flea, I think Flea rides. Can you hear that? In my ear, can you hear that? All right. You don't know how you met me, you don't know why you can't turn around and say goodbye. See, somebody's already saying stop singing. Make you free and swim through your veins like a fish in the sea.
That's not bad.
Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night.
No.
If you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like Tony. Oh, that was perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah.
See, I'm done with that singing. All
right.
See?
Sorry
there
you had
go.
to
You got
witness
you
it.
singing. What's your song now?
My song is by Daughtry, and
It
it's
is. Can you do a
it's
verse?
not over.
I did a verse. Can you do a verse?
All right, so
You need a
I
verse
haven't
here.
done it with the karaoke. We're gonna have to wait for
Was
the
it good?
commercial
I
to
need
be over.
comments if that was good or bad. I mean, it was.
How did he
okay.
do, Dale?
It was okay
Sarah?
at best.
Come on. I've got to wait for the commercial. 'cause I
Okay,
was
you wait
playing
for the
it on
commercial.
YouTube.
Again, why are we singing? Because we're doing a full throttle idol. If you sing a song,
What could I say? It all seemed to make sense. I'm
Oh, you're
horrible
so
at this.
blind.
Yeah. No, I can't. I can't catch up with the words because I can't see them. Nope. I'm gonna have to bring a magnifying glass.
we did find his new nickname. It's Tone
Squint.
Deaf Dan. Tone Deaf Dan.
I'm not tone deaf. Oh, that came from the back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll see-
You
we'll
can't
see.
see. You can't.
Where are
sing.
they?
Huh?
Where are they? They need to come out.
What's that? Oh, no, he had to run to a meeting, so he couldn't sing today either. By the
Somebody
way,
back
we're
there.
working on, for the expo, we're still talking a little bit about that, parking. We're going to have a lot of different areas for car parking, bike parking, a lot of stuff going on. The church on 49th Street, or on US 19, Calvary.
Okay.
Calvary
Yep.
Church on 19, just south of 49th Street in Quaker Steak and Lumen Burt's, is going to be a parking with the van shuttle. We're talking with Yoho at Showtime Speedway. I want to say Sunshine because he used to be called Sunshine. Showtime Speedway. We're talking with him right now about using this parking. He's got 10, 15, 20 acres
Yeah.
over there, which isn't too far away. It's about 2 lights up and down the way and shuttling in. And then we're also looking at the lot at 110th and 19 where the Sears outlet is, where we used
Yep.
last year.
Yep.
So,
So the main thing, most of this information will wind up being on Facebook.
yes.
So, you know, if you're coming down to the event, you want to know what's going on, please check out the Facebook page. As we get the information, we'll post it there.
You'll have all the stuff on Facebook and our website. We'll have it both there.
Yep.
Mostly Facebook. It's the easiest way that we can put it up there right away for you guys to get the information. But look for signs. There's going to be a ton of signage. Car parking. Bike parking is at Quaker Steak and Lube and Burt's. Burt's is going to be until it fills up. And everything else is going to be at Quaker. We're partnering with Quaker this year.
Yep.
They got a great little lineup over there. They got good bands. They're bringing in, you know, one of the bands they bring in a lot is Blindsided. And it's Blindsided is the name of the band. And the drummer is completely blind.
Oh.
Completely blind. They have to help him up on stage and everything.
Right.
He's a phenomenal drummer, sings a lot of the songs.
Wow.
They got Stone Gray, one of my great bands.
They're out of
the best hair there is in the industry right now.
Land O'Lakes, Lutz, yeah.
Those 3-4 kids got some hair on them, man. Let me tell you. And they can sing. They're a great band. You ever seen Stone Gray? Go see them. Den of Thieves, great band. More is More. They got Tommy Rock's Big Brother. They got a nice, good band lineup for this area. Blue. Then a couple other bands that are playing. You got Connie doing all that over there with, I know Sizzle is and Misfit Metalworks are doing a show on Saturday
and
over there.
Eric Warren.
Eric Warren, Misfit Metalworks, and Jay Sizzle Concepts are doing a show over there on Saturday. And then we're doing ours on Sunday. So if you want to do bike shows, I believe Jay Sizzle making his own trophies for that.
Yep.
He's doing the trophies probably with Misfit Metalworks. Quaker Steak and Lube, again, great partner.
And free bike parking.
Free bike parking over there,
So
yes.
if you're coming down by bike, that's going to be a safe bet for you to try and park your bike, and then you can walk across to the expo and enjoy both facilities.
One thing I want to reiterate is the expo, Quaker, and the expo itself out front is free. It is a 100% free event to come to. You don't have to go see the concerts if you don't want. We suggest you go see the concerts because they're going to be great because we're putting them on.
Right.
But if you want to come and everybody's complaining about, oh, it's free, it's not free, blah, 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 it is a free show. The concerts are ticketed, and it's $20. Help us out. We're trying to bring in bigger, better bands. Do you want us to keep bringing in bigger, better bands? We need your help from the community. We need you guys to buy tickets and come to this thing so that we can pay for this event and do this and see if it works and do this more.
Yeah,
I mean, I want to bring bigger, better bands.
Sure.
Nobody wants to go to the amphitheater every time to go see a great band. Nobody wants to go to Amalie Arena every time to see a great band.
Yeah, but you're paying anywhere $75 to $150 for tickets.
And that's what we want to get away from, $75, $100. Those guys are allowed to, they're sitting there taking advantage of every ticket. You know, the Hard Rock just set something up, a 1,500 seat place.
Venue.
Great, but you're going to spend $100
in order to make it successful, you're going to spend a lot of money.
If they bring somebody big in there, you got to do math. I mean, if you're a $100,000 band, you got to charge $50, $75, $100 per seat to go see those bands.
Right.
We're trying to do this for $20 and have a big area, a new venue, a great place to go see bands at reasonable prices. We want to bring them in. We want to continue this. One thing Full Throttle stepping forwards is to bring in concerts like this on a, if not quarterly, and every 2, 3, 4 months, and bring in big bands so you can come to a concert and enjoy yourself and see bikes and get some, see good vendors and stuff. That's what we're shooting for. So we need your guys' help in the community to make this big. Share it. You guys see the event out there. Please go to the event page, share the heck out of it. Let people know what's going on. Tell them to come out to this event. Come for free. Buy tickets for it.
So tell the bikini contest. I know that there's been a lot of questions on Facebook about that.
2 things. Bikini contest has changed till Friday night. Reason being, Daughtry's camp, we don't want to clutter the night before Daughtry. So really, there's going to be a nice hour break in before the last band, Bobby Friss and Daughtry. We want to make sure they're ready to go. I mean, you're talking big time. It's a lot more in-depth with bands than I've ever imagined it would be when you get up to this scale.
Sure.
They're very adamant about the certain things being certain ways, and I want that Daughtry show to be the best you could possibly see.
Right.
I want everybody
Sound
to enjoy.
equipment's at a different caliper. Lights are different.
Everything's different. So, we're going to make sure that happens, no issues. Uncle Cracker's going to rock. He's going to be a fun night.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to have the bikini contest after Jasmine Kane and before Uncle Cracker. Friday night sounds like a party. I'm telling you right now. Friday night.
Make sure to get a hotel room.
Yeah, and there's plenty around. Up on Ulmerton, on 49th Street, there's one I'm sure probably booked up full right now. Right
Just
across
tell
the
them you're
street.
there for the expo.
Please, because that helps us too. We're working with the
we're partnering this year with the visitors Clearwater and St. Pete Visitors Bureau, so that we can work with them, and hopefully as we grow the event and get bigger concerts going, that they'll be a great partner with us in the future.
I was just going to go to this right next. That was my next thing. We're giving the bike away too, and I wanted to bring up our expo sponsors. Of course, Bert's Barracuda, attorney Fran Hosh. You got iMotorsports, great. You guys, they're the Indian dealership in the area. Hyder and the whole crew over there. Morimoto, Andrew Morimoto. You know, I really like this guy, Andrew.
Oh, absolutely.
Is,
I follow him on Facebook. I love watching his adventures and what he's doing in the community. It's pretty amazing. He's building a great team of guys there and great facilities.
And just sitting talking with him, man, he's fun to talk to. Short Kids Hive is like a wax, a bees wax. You know, mustache. They're going to have a whole setup out there doing beard trimmings and.
Oh, I was just saying to my wife this morning. I need the gray hairs start to go off on their own, so I got to figure out a way to tame those.
Gray hairs are coming back to Florida right now.
Gray hairs, yeah. No, that's snowbirds.
Snowbirds, gray hairs, and of course
Blue
98
hairs.
Rock and a bunch of others. 72-hour print, Bourbon on Main. We just got some great sponsors involved this year. Super excited to have everybody involved. You guys can see that right there. All those great sponsors, and again. That barely, you got to think, guys. It takes a village to put on, this. It takes a lot of people. We got 6 of us in the office that put this together and try and think of every possible problem that might happen. We try and have a plan A, plan B. You know, Dan's been here now for 2 of them, right? Is this your first one with us?
No, this will be first one working, but I've been to
You've
them
done
before,
a million of them. You
and
know
I've
the
done
meetings.
events before. It's a huge undertaking.
We sit down and we
to say the
go,
least.
okay, so what could this, here's what we're going to do. What's the problems that might entail? So now you got to think, okay, what's the problems? How do we fix A? If, B happens, how do we fix B? If C, it's, to have all this stuff in place to do this of the massive scale is crazy. We're talking 40, 50,000 people over a 3-day event or 5-day event.
Yeah, I mean, you want everybody to have a great time. You want them to be safe. That's, it's a lot of pressure and a lot of stress to put on the team.
Crossing's going to be a safety's a
you have a lot of logistics that have to go into it, and just how you lay out your vendors. There's a lot of thought and planning that goes into putting on an event. And this is something that, they haven't been working on this for a week or 2. This is something that they work on all year round just for this one event.
The day it starts is the day I go, God, I hope it's over soon.
Yeah.
It's just, we've been working on it for a year. It's like, okay, everything's implemented. Let's make sure this works right. Crossing from Quaker Steak and Loop this year. We have a discussion. We're going to try and talk to them about maybe making it closer to Bert's, but right now they want us to walk over to Lake, which is the light there.
The traffic light.
The traffic light and cross there. We're trying to find another alternative to help people cross where it's a little closer. We got a meeting with the county and the city, and again, red tape, county, city, things that people don't think about.
Yeah.
Just a simple crosswalk has been a headache.
And at the end of the day, you don't.
People across the street.
The last thing you want is someone to cross the road and have something
first.
happen. Yeah.
Safety first.
I mean, we
Look
want
at the
everybody.
Bayshore ride just yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's not even thinking about safety. That's somebody just enjoying running,
Yep.
and a car swerves and hits him and kills him.
Yeah.
We got to worry about safety first. That's always first and foremost when it comes to everything we do.
Absolutely.
Dan, what else we got? What else we got to talk about? I got the cover. You got Gibtown Bike Fest. That's coming up next weekend. Next weekend is Gibtown Bike Fest. We got a couple slides that we can
Florida's
put up there.
most entertaining bike event.
It is entertaining.
This is actually going to be my first Gibtown. I've never been there.
Really?
So I'm excited about that.
I enjoy
Me and
Gibtown.
Jan are looking forward to it.
What's cool is Gibtown always happens on playoff weekend.
Right.
So while Gibtown's happening, you're running in checking the score of the of who's playing, because you got the Saturday Sunday game only, I think, and it's always fun to see. This year they're bringing in Confederate Railroad, who's been in the news because they had to change their. You had to take the Confederate flag off.
Somebody canceled them playing because of the word Confederate, so they weren't allowed to play a venue because of it.
Yet they've been around since when, the 70s, and now it's an issue? Of course. Georgia Thunderbolts, Blackstone Cherry, and the Kentucky Headhunters. It's going to be awesome. You have a ton of stuff going on with the inside. They got, Chapo-Rama. I know you got Born to Ride's doing a lot of stuff with them.
Yep.
Chapo-Rama. You got this Tattooed Sweethearts, a bikini contest.
Yeah, I saw our Tattooed Sweetheart was probably going to be there. She was talking about it.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. Gibtown Bike Fest is over in Gibsonton. It's over at the International Independent Showman's location, 69 15 Riverview Drive. It's a lot of fun, man. They got inside vendors, you got
So you got to
outside
tell me,
vendors.
I mean, you've been there before. Tell me, I think this is an unusual bike fest. It's got different entertainment than we're used to seeing.
Sometimes you usually get the BMX guys or the motocross guys that are jumping. You always have the girl that does I want to say Galaxy or something like that. She climbs up to the top and hangs off, and they get a motorcycle. This is where I don't want to say Carney because I don't want to knock it that way. It's not Carneyville, but it's where the
Carnival / circus entertainers. A lot of them are in this area, live in this area, and this is kind of a home base for them.
International independent showmen,
Yep.
if you would. So but what's cool is when you go in there, if you eat inside and you go inside to their dining facility, on the wall has pictures of all the carnival stuff, like the bearded women and the 19-foot tall guy, the sideshow people. But they're all signed and dated, and you can go back. And I usually spend a good 20-30 minutes stand there looking at all these pictures because every time I go, I'm like, I didn't know that. I didn't see this before. I didn't know that. It's really neat, and I alwa's try and support
I'm looking
them.
forward to it. I've never been, and I'm excited because I've heard a lot about it, and I've seen a lot of the pictures.
Been? Well,
No.
what a fun, good
I'm
event.
not sure. I think the careers of my past, there was an event that comes up that time frame, so I couldn't. I had another event that I was running, so I could never be there.
Well, a Monster Jam, of course.
Monster Jam.
So Monster Jam's this weekend.
No,
We're
it's
actually going to go
Business
out there
Development
and hand out flyers. We're going to go hand out flyers at Monster Jam tomorrow and on the 1st. So we're going to talk to them about the expo and stuff like that. Look, we already made it to 10 minutes down. All right.
Sweet.
We're
That was
doing
quick.
good here.
And I didn't have to sing.
Yes. You sort of sang. It really wasn't singing.
No, because
I
I can't
sang
keep.
better.
I can't keep up with. I can't process the words that quick.
Oh, there's Manny, LED Forever LLC. He's going to be one of our sponsors at the expo. We were just talking about some of our sponsors. What's going on, Manny? How are you? Again, Gibtown Bike Fest coming up. What else did I bring up? I threw some other stuff in there.
So we have Stottlemeyer's Bike Night coming up.
Twinkies
That'll
ride
be
was really
Thursday.
good, by the way.
Oh, that was a blast. We had a great time. We had to change it last minute because, again, for everybody's safety, the weather was bad, the wind was bad. We didn't want you getting on the Skyway because this was a ride around the bay. So it was important that everybody was safe. But we moved it to a beautiful day. It was a little cool at first, but it warmed up, and the crowd was incredible. We had a great time. Me and my wife got to be out at River's Edge for the first time, and what a beautiful venue. We manned that stop, and then everybody headed back after all the stops. We were at Quaker Steak and Lube, and they had 5 bands playing at Quaker. That was a great time.
Yeah, and
thank you everybody that came out. Great turnout.
That was with Beanie Man and TBMN, Tampa Bay Music Network. He had that going on that day. Really good bands and a lot of fun, and we did.
Yeah, considering we had to change at the last minute, it wound up working out really well for everybody, and it was a beautiful ride.
A lot of hands on. Twinkie does a good job. David Moss is Twinkie, and he puts on that ride every year. And
We'll have to figure out where that nickname came from.
well, he came to me too, and he's like, "Listen, I don't know what's gonna, even if I ever disappear, I want you guys to take over this." And Fran Hosh is a sponsor, and I want this to go every year.
Oh, yeah.
Even if something's not here, as long as I'm here, I want to do it. But if something happens to me, keep it going in my name. I said, that's a pretty cool thing. That
Absolutely.
First Saturday of every year, we're gonna do that ride. So every 5, 6, every 6, 7 years, it's gonna be that first.
Yep.
So the first will be a Saturday. So we're going to do that on the first Saturday of every year. The Twinkies around the bay kick off the New Year poker run.
Yep.
That'll be fun right there.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
a good
first
time.
ride, and a lot of people hadn't gotten out and rode because of the holidays. So it was a great opportunity to get everybody out. You've got the Thunder by the Bay.
Coming in after the expo.
Yep.
It starts on Valentine's Day, February 14th, Thunder by the Bay. Always good down at the Sarasota Fairgrounds.
Our friends at Rossiter's, Harley Davidson.
That's right, Rossiter's. And they're bringing in Warrant this year?
Yep.
Nice.
Featured headliner on Saturday.
Warrant. I think it's $5 to get in, or you can buy a 3-day pass for $12. So
Yeah.
again, there's an admission charge for that. You're going to start seeing events change, guys, in this.
In order to put
industry.
these quality events on, guys, we have to start, having a charge and fee, but still.
And it's not because we
it's
want money in
minimal.
our pockets. It's not that we want to make this huge amount of money.
No.
We got to cover costs on stuff. If we are going to continue putting these events on like this, you have to be profitable.
You got to realize the cost of insurance has gone up, cost of rentals have gone up, cost of everything, advertising has gone up. And in order to cover those and bring in these headliners like we want to, those costs have to start coming in. And trust me, nobody's getting rich putting these events on. It's just not happening.
It's fun though.
No, it's a great time. You know, again, fellowship, bringing people together, having people ride together. That's what it's about. It's creating events for everybody to attend.
Yeah, and bring in the fun. You know, what do you want to do on a bike? You want to go out and have a good time. That's what when you jump on your bike, the idea is to go out and have a good time. Go somewhere, listen to a band, get something to eat,
Right.
have a beer, you know, drink responsibly, you know, go check out some great roads. That's what you do on a motorcycle. You go out to have a good time, and that's what we're trying to do here. Good time costs a few bucks, you know
Yep.
what I mean? And that's it. We want to do bigger and better. You know, I want to bring bigger, better bands. I want to bring more entertainment. You know, I've been contacted by the Ball of Death.
Right.
They don't call it the Ball of Death, but the entertainment,
the globe.
The globe.
Yeah, where they ride the motorcycles inside but that has a cost to it. They cannot come for free, and it's difficult to come up with the funding to have those guys there. We'd love to have them there. We'd love to have the Wall of Death there. All of these things are entertaining. I love seeing them, but there's a cost
I got a
involved.
Wall of Death guy in this area that I can bring out, but he's not. He builds it. It takes him 3 days to build it. He's got a staff of 4 or 5 people. There's a cost to it. You know, I'd love the space to put him in and to let it run, but these are things that so we're here to let you know that we're putting as much as we can into these events. I know Wes and the staff over at Gibtown Bike Fest and the Gibsonton, the Showman's Association, does everything they can to put on a great event. Lucy Nicandri and the whole staff over at Thunder by the Bay, and that one's a huge benefit for Suncoast Charities for Children. They put that on to make, you know, and help raise money for kids and stuff like that. They all have secondary stuff that helps out in the long run. You know what I mean? These events don't just happen and then disappear, and you know, you get
Right.
200 vendors at them and you put stage up and you get a band out there, you're already looking at $75,000 of cost right there.
Sure.
Not including insurance and a property you're on. So you just got to think sometimes that there's a lot more behind it than, well, why are you charging $20? Because there's a lot of cost into it, and that's how we got to do it. So we think we're going to have
I've paid a
good
lot
time.
more than that for every concert I've ever been to. I'll
Every
tell you
concert I've been to. Oh, next issue, in the March issue, you're going to see a double-page ad or in the February issue, you're going to see a double-page ad for our trip to Sturgis.
Yes.
We are making a trip to Sturgis
Can't
from
wait.
Tampa Bay area. We're all going to do it. The whole Full Throttle staff's going. You can ride, you can drive, you can put your bike on one of our trailers, come with us, any way, shape, or form you want to do it. If you want to ride one day and then take the next day off and then ride the next day and take the next day off, we can do it that way. We're planning on leaving here, heading up towards the Panhandle, trying to get to the end of the Panhandle, and then going straight up from there and then shooting over. It's 5 days travel there. You got to get hotel rooms. We're trying to work with one company to get us rooms along the way. You have to book those. You have to book your spot at Buffalo Chip where we're all together. We got power. We got, I think, a restroom, a little creek over there. They showed me our area. It's not like in the Buffalo Chip campground.
Right.
We're kind of across the street, but it's an area they gave to us specifically for us to be.
Awesome.
If you want to bring an RV, I
I know
believe there's
several
an
of
RV hookup.
the Cody River riders were interested in going, so they've been waiting for that information. So look for that
One of the things
next
is we're
issue.
going to make a shirt. We're gonna do official T-shirts. You know, Sturgis or Bus with Full Throttle Magazine.
Well, the big thing, too, is we're going to have support vehicles with us. We're going to have trucks and trailers with us that are going to be, so if anything does happen, bike breaks down, whatever, or if you get tired, we can trailer some of the bikes.
You put your gear in the one that's enclosed. We'll have an open one that we can put up to four bikes on, not comfortably, but we can put up to 4 bikes on it. But if you want to take a day, you know, if you do 400 miles the first day and you're hurting the second day, you put it on there and jump in the truck with the people.
Yep.
That's how we're going to do it. So it's going to be open. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's I think the whole thing is going to be about 14 days. So 5 days to get there, 4 or 5 days in Sturgis, 5 days to get back. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to plan some rides that I know. I've been there it was 5, 6, 7 times now.
Not me. I can't wait.
Actually, 9 times. 9
Hey, by the
times.
way, work, I'm looking for 14 days off.
So you're going. I have to call your boss. But the trips, you know, we go see Mount Rushmore, and then we go to see the Buffalo, and then you do, you know, Devil's Tower, and then you go do Needles Highway, and then you go do, you know, the Badlands, and then you got to go, you know, catch a jackalope, and then, you know, got to go to, it's a lot of fun. There's so much stuff to do out there, and the riding is phenomenal. I can't express how nice the riding is out there in Sturgis. It is switchbacks and coasting down mountains and climbing up mountains and trees. And I know a great place we stop in Spearfish Canyon where there's a waterfall. You can jump into, and it's so much
Jersey
fun.
says, sounds great. Are you going to be healed up by then?
Better be healed up. We'll come pick you up on the way.
So what'd you do to piss her off that she did that to you?
I know, right? Old Jersey, always doing something. So we want to thank, again, one of our great sponsors for everything we do, and in this motorcycle community, Attorney Fran Hosh, 866-LAW-FRAN, lawfran.com. He's got that picture to put up right there. She says, happy 2020 right there. Happy New Year. From Attorney Fran Hosh, you guys need anything, car or bike, right? Car, truck, bike, slip, fall, anything personal injury, not just motorcycles. She handles everything. 866-LAW-FRAN, lawfran.com. Check them out. You definitely want to get a hold of them. If anything happens to you, you call them right away. They're there to help. Dan, we got a minute left. Anything you want to touch on real quick?
I'm good. Just enjoy your riding this weekend. Be safe.
It's going to be good weather weekend. It is very nice. We're going to Monster Jam, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to Monster Jam Saturday. We're going to do that. I saw something at the Harbor Bar in Safety Harbor for veterans. Go check that out. A lot of great bands playing. So I did see that. That just popped up.
Check out our event page on Facebook. See what's going on.
Facebook. Buy tickets for the Florida Motorcycle Expo. Go to Eventbrite. Put in Florida Motorcycle Expo. $20 for single day. $45 for the 3-day pass. $200 for a 3-day VIP pass. You can get single day VIPs at the show itself. Come see us there, and we'll get you going.
Do us a favor, hit the share button. Doesn't cost anything, but it helps us quite a bit.
Yes, please share this event with our show with everybody. And that's it. I think we're going to say bye from
And if
Full
they want to be a
Throttle
guest,
Vision.
let us know.
Yeah, come
Always
on the
looking
show.
for guests, especially if they're better looking than us.
Everybody is. We'll see you guys. Thanks
Have
for
a
Full
good
Throttle
one.
Vision.